In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
56. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelsey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Yellow.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
50, yellow.
Go. Whip. Watch the whip. 52.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Check.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Geno. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later,
and it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Hey, 43, 50.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
15.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Watch the pass. 57's the mic.
Yellow.
I'm on. Check 43.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they send a man in motion right. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
No. Cowboy 80.
Smith. Going right back to Fant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
18 Cardinal. Check three. Out. Ready.
On second down, it's Walker. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. The tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Panther 60.
On 1st down, Smith. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Geno. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing again is Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
57's Mike. So we got man.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
43, 43, 15.
Mike, 57.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mahomes going to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Let's go, baby.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Get that ball.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Squeeze, double.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
70, Seven Pirates.
Smith on first down. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Mahomes now on first down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Geno now to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Here's Walker. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
I know you felt that one.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, 56 right there. Right.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Walker now on 1st and 10. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Jam him, jam him, jam, jam. Watch twist.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Check, 4 down, 4 down. Showing out, showing out.
Lions.
Take 4, take 4.
They run again with Walker. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Cougar 19.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 26. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Two minutes left to play in this football game. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
That's caught left side by Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Kill.
Hey, Sunday.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Lex 57.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Three bud.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Watch 57.
Hey, 57.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And again, it's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that flag accepted. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cougar 19.
Here we go.
Viking 18.
Check 26.
Ready, go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Up past the 30, second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
You can't block me.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Ready. Viking 18.
43.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Smith. Forced out to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go, baby.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
43.
Back to throw, Smith. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Watch 16, watch 16.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Smith. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 33 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, 54 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick.
He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached. Being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
That's it, baby.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Walker with another carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Gino. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On 1st down, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 89 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down inbounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Smith now to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. A surprising move. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Gino on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On first down, it's Smith. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, it's Allen. Buying time to his left.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49 the mic, 49.
To throw is Smith.
Here we go.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
19. 57 to Mike. Here we go. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen.
It's just me and you.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6. Now Allen again. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
49.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
49, guys.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready, go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
You got it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Throwing is Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready,
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing now is Allen. The screen pass, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
What's the run? They're running it. 49.
After the interception, here's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Go check, go check.
Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
A final shot before half for Allen.
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready up.
Mike's 49.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
3rd quarter begins with a run by Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Rambo 80.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Go, go, go.
Ready.
Back to Walker on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Walker. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Penny. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
19 Tiger.
They'll run with Penny. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Gino now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On second down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Now Smith. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This a very important drive. And that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Bills.
Let's go. Let's go.
Isaiah McKenzie, 51 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Mike, 49.
Watch the slats, watch the slats.
Smith
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Cup 19.
Now it's Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check 37, check 37. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
49.
They snap it to Smith.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Catch is made by Metcalf. He will have the conversion and more than that. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready.
Watch 49. All day, punk.
70 Timberwolf.
On the ground with a tight end, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They hand off to their big tight end, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
49's the mic. Watch 49. 2, 3.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Myers' kick is good. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun close. Last play, Charles,